Well, um, today really haven't done much. Um, but how's everybody else doing? Let's see. Hmm. So I was watching a little bit of Rick's stream, and then I get told by Lou that he was blocked. So didn't mean to do that. Um, so I went ahead and unblocked him. And
watch this short video to get 30 minutes of uninterrupted
I hate commercials.
See that Honda badge? It reveals more than the Ridgelines maker. It's a test. Endurance, terrain ahead, open challenges. Brace yourself.
Let's see what my Spotify plays.
Rise to the challenge. The rugged performance of a redesigned Honda Ridgeline.
Enjoy the next 30
And
minutes
yes,
of uninterrupted listening.
Rick did take my wrench away. I don't know why, but he did. Oh well.
Doesn't come down when she cries.
But you know, I just relaxing. But um um so I'm just going to Play some music, I guess, because I'm just bored. Got my foot appointment in a couple of days, so hopefully all goes good. But wow, jumped from 0 to 5. Great. My foot, on the other hand, is still swollen. And now, even when I soak it, it hurts. But it is what it is. I just hope they don't have to do the worst. Mm. Because that'd be horrible for everybody. I know that the surgeon here said that they were going to tell me to eat or have my doctor refer me to a foot specialist. The only one around. But yeah, and uh, so I'm hoping for the best on Monday. So I mean, it would suck if it had to come down to the worst. Then I wouldn't be able to do it. And I mean, I would hope that they can do something about it without having to do the worst. And if they have to do the worst, then oh well, I guess. But um, yeah, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed for good results. Um, Still hurts to walk in it. But um yeah, I'm just well, Rick is still alive. I wonder who else is alive. But um I mean, I haven't really done much today, seeing as my foot still hurts. But yep, so Rick took my wrench away and there's nothing I can really do about it. But so but I'm doing pretty good, I guess. I mean, I could be in a lot worse situation. And I've soaked my foot once today. And um, let's see. I might just try to um I forgot what I was gonna say, but I guess I mean I've been trying to stay off my foot, but Hey, random.
Hey, how you doing, Becca?
I'm okay. Um, Still dealing with my foot issue. Now I do have an appointment on Wednesday for it. Hopefully, they don't suggest the worst thing. if
Yeah, good. That's good.
that were to happen, I don't know what I would do.
Is the swelling going down on it?
No, it's still swollen.
Well, it's going to take a little while anyway. I mean, from Saturday until now isn't a lot of time, so it's going to take a couple more days to notice any kind of. Is it turning colors or anything, or any lines that are starting to migrate up your leg or anything like that?
Not that I've noticed.
No, that's all a good sign. It's just slow walk on, right?
Yeah, it's still swollen.
Is is the cut that they made, is that still draining?
I I don't know if it's still draining. It might be.
You have most of it all bandaged up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it bandaged up right now, but
They don't want you to keep soaking it, or
yeah, I've been yeah, and it's been hurting when I soak it.
yeah, it will for a little while. You'll be all right though. Yeah, I mean, you'll just be bored for a while being out of work, but you'll be okay.
Who knows when I'm gonna be able to go back? I was supposed to go back on Valentine's Day, and then I got another extension to wait till after my doctor's appointment on the 17th. So I'm supposed to be able to go back on the 18th, but depending on what my doctor says about it, who knows if I'm going to be able to.
Yeah, he'll probably want you to stay off it a little bit so you don't reinfect it, but it'll take some time. You'll be all right though.
Yeah,
Are you getting around all right? Are people helping you out?
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's good. Did your insurance end up paying for your prescription?
Nope, I had to.
No. Uh,
I had to.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was an expensive prescription.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Maybe get a hold of the company and see if you can't straighten that out somehow.
Well, we tried all of my insurances. Nobody would cover it. And it I mean, usually I wouldn't, have such a big deal about, paying out of pocket for my prescription. But since I'm not working right now and I haven't picked up my last check from when I was working, you know, things are a little bit tighter for me since I haven't been working.
Do you have enough money to eat?
Yeah, yeah, we have food at the house, and matter of fact, today I ate I think it was a fish sandwich,
Chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwich. It was a chicken sandwich and
Tater tot.
tater tots and Brussels sprouts, but I gave my Brussels sprouts to my roommate because I don't like them.
So you can eat that.
Yeah, but
Well, that's
yeah,
good. You get plenty to eat, then that's good.
yeah. The
So what
staff,
else? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
the staff here makes the meals, and then we but sometimes, like, if we ask to help, then they'll let us help. Like, I've helped with breakfast before, but that's
Oh,
about I've helped with his breakfast.
so the place that you're at, they cook meals too? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, the staff does the cooking unless we ask to help. And usually sometimes I'll help with breakfast. I'll help make breakfast.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, Jenny. Yeah, I don't like them either. Never have, never will. Hi, Pookie.
Yeah, tell him I said hi too, because I can't see him on his phone.
Random says hi. Jenny and Pookie.
So I heard some of that uh, Rick Crude the other night. I was in my truck, so I couldn't talk, but I could hear some of it. And
Mhm.
when he comes at you like that, just laugh at him and dump him right out of there. That's what he hates. When you start to mock him, he knows he's losing. When he starts screaming at you like that, I mean, the guy's just got no taste at
Right.
all. Just dump him. That's all.
And
I mean,
I
you still there?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, they made a mess out of him last night, and all they were doing is laughing at him. They just laughed in his face. There's so much ammo that you can use against Crude. I mean, his house is a mess. He airs out a lot of his laundry too. And there's absolutely nothing about this guy that's any good, other than his ability to bullshit people.
he tried
And
to act like when it was just him and I on piano, everything was so peachy.
yeah, and then he started in on you.
Yep.
Nobody believes that shit.
Oh, I know.
None of us believe that. All that crap that he says, and the other boyfriends and all that crap. And most people don't care anyway. It's just
Right.
something. It's just something he's doing to get under your skin. And to
Yeah.
me, that's tasteless. That's just tasteless. When you go after somebody like that, and you're just looking for any reasons at all to get under their skin, And
Hmm.
there's really no need for it.
Right.
You know, that's what I don't like about that man. And, you know, he's accomplished nothing in life. So, I mean, there's so many ways you can come back at him. I know you went on his panel to get back at him, and you really never seemed to get the opportunity to do it.
No.
What did you just say that he's got you
When I
blocked now?
tried, and then when I tried to, go back at him, you know, he puts me backstage and then doesn't let me back up. So I'm like, okay then. And then DDT noticed that before I even noticed it, but DDT noticed that um Rick took my wrench away because I used to have a wrench in his channel in his room.
Who noticed that?
Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Guido.
Yeah, tell Guido I said hi.
Random says hi to Guido.
I like Guido. Yeah, so I mean, if you ever do let him up again, just don't let him overpower you like that. And you know, he has that habit of talking over you. Just keep shutting him off. You know, say, hey, look, you know, you can come back up if you want to shut up for 2 seconds so I can respond to it. And just have at it with him. I mean, his whole house, the dogs, the dog shit, the dilapidated. I mean, have you ever seen his videos of his yard?
I've
It
seen
looks like it's a
plenty of
junkyard. He's got all this fake wrestling crap, and you know, I mean,
right.
he's really not a wrestler. I mean, somebody grabbed him and he was a little boy. He reminds me of that show. You remember that show, The Cable Guy?
Yes, Larry the Cable Guy.
Well, you know, you remember how they portrayed Jim Carrey when he was a little kid, watching all those shows so he'd come up with those Monica names? He was sitting in front of the TV set. That's what Crude reminds me of. Somebody slammed him down on the floor in front of the friggin' TV and threw him a jar of pickles or something, and and just, you know, let him watch wrestling. And I mean, he had it as part of his life goal to become this wrestler and act like all those guys, Hulk Hogan's and you know The Rock and all these people.
Right.
If those guys ever knew how he was trashing people and dropping n bombs and all this other stuff, they'd probably try to sue him for using all that WWF, WW, whatever that stuff is, the wrestling stuff,
Yeah.
especially the guy that he's plagiarizing, the real Rick Rude. He's got no relation to him, but he kind of wants you to believe it might have been him back in the day because he's got black hair and all that other crap. It's got nothing to do with Rick Rude. The only thing I saw that resembles Crude is some guy dancing around in a side act dressed up in a chicken suit, and he looked like he was stoned as hell. So that's the real Rick Crude. He has accomplished nothing at all in life. And, you know, when you get this far in life and you have nothing to give back as far as knowledge, I mean, it's a crying shame. So, I mean, this
Right.
guy is just one big loser. And then he goes out and tries to portray everybody else is being deficient in a bunch of losers. You know, so, you know, hopefully, you know, a bunch of us are around next time he plans to visit you. You know, just sit back and laugh because we'll just tear him apart. Like, you know, I mean, in a mocking way though, because if you let him get you pissed off, you lose.
Oh yeah.
He wins, you know, and he's visiting everybody's channels now that have big numbers because he wants those subs to migrate over to his channel to see what he's going to say next. He's going to wind up either in jail or somebody like the Black Lives Matter or the wrestling community. Somebody's going to get on there and kick his ass. And I mean, I think people would almost donate to see that happen.
Right.
Yeah, he just has been. Everybody knows what his game is, and he tries the same old crap now. He's going to fade away. He lies about everything.
Oh, I know.
Now he's accusing, or he was, Liberty Bird and a bunch of people are coming to get him and all this crap. You know, if you're going to go get somebody, you don't want them first, you know. But, you know, that's him. He's a fool. He's got a low IQ. He's just, hey, he's just one big multi-loser that likes to pick on anybody that he can manipulate. Why he comes after you, I just don't understand it. And DDT, you know, gets him all wrapped up in it. And hey, you know,
that gets me is, you know, he's been saying that, you know, DDT manipulates me, which is not true.
Say it again.
I said he says that DDT manipulates me, but that's not true.
No, I mean, I've never heard you say that.
No.
And I mean, you guys are apart right now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's what Rick thinks, is that DDT manipulates me, but he doesn't.
You know, that it's like anywhere, you know, you go somewhere and you have people that like you. There's nobody in here. Like I said, you could have a panel giving money, free money away. You're still gonna have people that don't like you for it, you know.
Exactly.
YouTube is a strange place. There's just people that don't like other people, you know. And I mean, I'm no different from that, and neither are you or anybody else. You know, just find people repulsive in ways, you know. So, I mean, you know, you guys have your share of people that don't like you for whatever reasons. And, you know, DDT gets involved with helping a few people. That's what I see out of him. I see him helping people that need some help. I don't see him as a predator, at least.
Just like he helped Dave.
That's right. I mean, he helped Dave. He helped Rick Productions with his channel. That girl Rosie.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what happened there. She got pawn bombed. Well, so doesn't everybody else. Or there was some pictures.
Several times.
Yeah, everybody does. But you know, I mean, they tore him apart for, you know, what he might have been trying to do to help people, and he really, I think he's been around long enough to know, hey, I'll just either let it die off for a while, and it'll go away. But it doesn't. People hold on to those images, and they keep picking on you. So I mean, what do? You know, do you get on YouTube and start fighting with these people, or you just walk away for a while and hope it goes away? And eventually it does, because every one of these people that have panels, they've all did something that's backfired on them, or is currently aggravating them now, and they bounce back. Next week their subs are back, or other than people like Mouse and even emo to a certain degree. I mean, he holds subscribers, but he's not totally wiped out until somebody really finds something that's repulsive about them, like the child pornography stuff and shit like that with Rick. So, I mean, YouTube is what it is.
Right. Hi, Alex. Hi, Sunshine.
Yeah, tell them I said hi too.
Random says hi to you guys. Everybody in chat.
I got a little bit of a sore throat, but
Hi, Flying Monkey One. So is it cold where you're at?
what's that?
Is it cold where you're at?
It's not too bad. It's probably in the late or the high 20s, and
Oh,
we're not gonna get the weather that they're getting down south. And that's good for a change because we usually get bombed up here,
yeah.
Yeah, we've been lucky the last couple of years. We haven't had a lot of snow, which is okay with me.
I wish I didn't have a lot of snow.
Well, how much snow do you have out there?
It's quite a bit.
Like, are you guys measuring it in feet?
Well, we have a winter storm advisory that says we're supposed to get I believe 5 to 8 inches.
On top of what you already have, so it's probably well over a foot, right? That you have on the ground already.
Yeah, probably.
So it's going to be a long winter for you guys up there.
Mm,
Hey, it ain't. I mean, it ain't over. I mean, I shouldn't laugh about it because we could wind up getting bombed again. So, but uh, I got a truck, so I don't have any problems with getting stuck or any of that crap. I just power through it.
that's good.
I was listening to Sasquatch earlier today, and I guess they got a dusting down there. I think he lives in Texas somewhere too, or somewhere around there. And of course, they
Yeah,
never get snow down there.
Rick had made a video showing the snow they got down in Texas.
Yeah, where Sasquatch was, he got like a dusting, and I guess everybody down there was panicking. And we were kidding with him, just saying, hey, just go take a shop vac out there and vacuum your sidewalk off.
Right?
'Cause, we walk around in that 2, 3 inches in bare feet. Up here, that's really not snow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's winter, so I mean, gotta expect it. They're not too happy down in Texas, but well, now they know what we put up with.
Yep.
But, all in all, I like the Northeast though, because it's one of the few areas in the United States, other than the Midwest, and as far as coastal areas where you don't have a lot of problems. As far as hurricanes, earthquakes, forest fires, and all this other crap. We're pretty much event free up here. We escape that crap every year. The fires and hurricanes and all that, So it's kind of the perfect place to live. You just got to deal with some snow for, 2.5, 3 months,
Right.
Yeah. But hey, the only bad place about living up here is it's very expensive.
Oh,
I mean, if you were getting $15 an hour up here, as far as his minimum wage bill, it really wouldn't do a lot for you.
right.
Yeah. 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 So, hey, if you still have to uh, talk with Crude for any reason, just write down a bunch of things. Have some ammo waiting for you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you could start off by just telling him how disgusting he is anyway. How he
Right.
lives with the dog shit everywhere. And I mean, we saw all this on videos. It's not just word of mouth. We witnessed it when he had those two dudes down there
Mm.
in the outside of his property with TV sets all over the place. I mean, what's not to laugh about? The guy gives you all this ammo. Hey, take it, use it. What's he
Right.
gonna do? He's gonna bust your balls about some stupid relationship that never happened, to try to degrade you somehow. I mean, is that all you got, Rick? I mean, give me a break. You're coming up with some bullshit story that nobody's gonna believe anyway. And he gave up all his act uh, earlier today when he was on Big D's channel, and last night he admitted that he lies, and he does this just all for an act. So he just complicated his game plan that much more. So the people that stick by him just to see the drama, well, they're all going to realize now that it's all bullshit, fake drama.
Right.
I mean, well, turn on the TV set and watch a soap opera then if you're that crazy about false drama. I don't know
Right.
who could watch that crap, but I don't know. I could never watch it. I have better things to do than to listen to that guy anyway. Like I say, he'll end up fading away because it'll be the same old crap, and there's no truth to it, and he's got no proof of anything. That's kind of been him since I've known him to be on YouTube anyway.
Mhm.
He's just one big, I don't know, kind of like a third-rate circus act. And even then, he's really no good at it. Thinks he's this big, wrestling guy from the past or whatever. He's just a little Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy sitting there, eating a bunch of junk food in front of the TV set 24/7. That's what he is to me.
Yeah.
A lonely, disgusting, done nothing with his life. Nobody. And now he's hinting that he has some maybe some potential life-threatening thing, and life may not be too long, and he's kind of hinting that. Did you hear any of that crap? He said somebody out in California started a rumor they found his medical records or something like that. I don't know word for word, but he's kind of insinuating that, oh, poor Rick might be in the poor emo category. So you better donate to me now because I need some wire.
Right.
All this guy has to do is go out in his backyard. He's probably got all the wire he needs out there, Comes home with 500-pound TV sets and he gets like 35 cents worth of copper out of it. Who does that? Rick Crude. That's who does it.
Right.
Here he is pushing a shopping cart down there with one bad wheel. The one that squeaks and flips all over the place. Here goes Rick. 35 cents in cans, 3 miles of walking, maybe an old busted TV set somebody threw out the back.
Yeah. I know.
All you have to do is just keep laughing at him. That's what tears that guy up. He starts yelling and screaming, shut him off, throw him down in the basement, let him cool off, bring him up and just start laughing at him.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, your sub count will probably triple, because you're usually nice and sweet and, you've let the guy off the hook. So, you come at him with both barrels now, people are going to be saying, yeah, Becca, all right.
Right.
Shit, yes. I know you want to, get back at him. Am I wrong? You're going to try to get back at him if you can, right?
Yeah, if I can.
I know you went over there right after he got done with your panel, but just write down a laundry list of the crap that's wrong with that guy, and that ain't hard. And just keep coming at him. Don't let him overpower you. And if you do get on his panel, he starts overpowering you, just rage quit for a few minutes. Who cares? At least he won't be able to overpower you and come back. And he starts doing it again, drop out until you get what you want to say to him out.
Right.
Because nobody wants to see this bother you. And if it does end up bothering you, then he's winning. And nobody wants to see him win.
I'm not gonna let it bother me.
No, you can't, especially if you know his game. All that crap that he spewed out about, the people, and the best part was him knowing some guy that you knew, that you worked with or whatever. There's a few people in here, and I'm not going to bring up any names, but I'm surprised at least one of them, if it's the person I'm thinking of, that's calling him constantly, giving him information, because he's too stupid to dig it up himself.
Right.
And I think it's one that there's at least one person that, really dogs on a lot of people for getting involved with other people's affairs. So you can deduct what you want from that, try to figure out who I'm talking about. But I don't want to start any crap. I think a lot of people might have the same general suspicion that there's people it's not Salty Rant either, because he's another fool. But I think there's a woman that's feeding him information and just getting back at everybody because she admits that she doesn't like anybody anyway. So right there, I just said too much, but it's somebody that likes to dig and
Is
dig
it
deep for
somebody that's in my
information.
chair right now?
Huh?
Is it somebody that's in my chat right now?
Wait a minute, let me turn on my other phone here. I'm trying not to rob the signal. Let me see. I don't see it now.
Oh,
But I mean, how would Crude come up with this information? How would he know who this man's particular name is that you worked with?
I don't know.
That's the thing. How would he know? I mean, he's far from an internet sleuth. You know?
Yeah.
So to me, there's no way that he could find this stuff out without a lot of help from somebody that does it all the time. Gets, digs deep into Google and, patches something into somewhere else and gets this
Mhm.
little bit of info. And because when he's tried it before, like last year, you remember he's up on panel and he was going at me for a while, and he was accusing me of being some cop from out in Arizona or something. I mean, he sounded like he knew me, and he wanted everybody else to think that. And, I just kind of, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. Let him have at it. Let him call some dude that has nothing to do with this and get him all pissed off.
Right.
Just as far as I see Rick going, as far as investigating anything or coming up with names and places and whatever is, more or less just a guess from a Google search. He did that with who did he do that with? Oh, poor Glenn. He went after him. He just typed in Glenn's last name, and then whoever he come up with, he just tied it in with Glenn as a brother. And somebody pulled up a record on that, and and it turned into a big nightmare. Remember?
Mhm. I know Rick's
I'm
live.
surprised. What's that?
Said people are telling me that Rick is live right now. I already know that.
Does anybody know how many people he's got in his chat?
Does anybody know what?
How many people he has in his chat?
Let
It's
me
usually
see.
been between like 70 and 100.
Let me go look real quick.
Well, you can just ask somebody that's
He
been
has
over there.
94 people watching right now.
Yeah, I like keeping tabs on that because eventually it's going to start going down, I think. People are just going to, they're just going to start laughing at him, and there'll be nothing that, will come out of his mouth that'll be worth even going over there and listening to. That's if he doesn't get arrested, because what he threatened Bird with is when you threaten, I mean, he threatened to commit a crime. So, they got some bullshit kind of laws over in Texas, especially with this charge that he had, a felony assault with a weapon. I mean, up here, you don't get any breaks on that. You don't plead guilty to a lesser charge. It's a felony. It's just flat out a felony. They're not going to give you a gun back ever.
Right.
So, but I don't know how the laws work as far as being on the internet. Is it, where he actually says it, which is in Texas, and threatens to commit rape on a child? I mean, at some point, if you use a phone to call an ex-spouse and you threaten that you're going to beat them up, you certainly get arrested for it. So his days are probably numbered again anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 90, 95 people in chat. I see that dying off. Give it 6 months. He'll be a nobody again, It'll
Hmm.
be the same old blah blah bullshit, But
Yeah.
as long as people still get pissed off, like the other night I was driving when I was listening to that, what was that dude Slash?
Yeah.
Slash, I think, right? Yeah. I mean, he had a few beers, so right there you're gonna lose control. But I kept saying to myself while I'm driving, just shut up, man. Don't give him the ammo. If you give this guy the ammo, he's gonna have his way with you. I was just, and the dude was so pissed off about it too. And I'm like, man, you got to realize what he's doing. He's just playing this big game with you. Just come right back at him, but lose control. Just start, making fun of his place. And I mean, have you seen that shithole, even from the outside? You think the guy would pick up a paintbrush or something, and have somebody donate some paint. I mean, he's lucky he gets the stuff that he gets, but all these people in chat, you can tell he's got 90 people in chat. He still doesn't have enough money to go buy wire and a double pole breaker, and then he's got to hire somebody to do it because he's too stupid to do this. He's going to light himself up, or he's going to do it wrong and burn his place down. He's not getting the money, so he's getting pissed about that too. So everybody in there, they're not fans of his. They just want to listen to the drama.
Oh, he's up to 99 right now.
Yeah, and for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, he's been bitching and looking up on YouTube what breakers cost. He doesn't even know what style breaker goes into the panel. He doesn't know what panel he has. He's just a complete idiot. He's going to end up buying the wrong stuff. The double pole breaker is going to be the better part of $100, and then he's got 8-gauge wire. I think he's going to need, and that's going to be $250, $300 maybe, 200 anyway. He's going to end up buying all this stuff, and he's either not going to buy enough of it, or he's going to buy the wrong type, and then begging for this again. But he can't even raise the money to get that. There's 90 people in his chat for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 week or whatever. Nobody's giving him anything, and he's pissed about it.
Yeah.
That's really got to be pissing him off.
Apparently, Sunshine says A Balance tried to help him with wiring advice.
Well, A Balance is a better man than me because, Rick Crude went after A Balance pretty hot and heavy too. And, he went way over the line by picking on A Balance's child. And, to me, that's something I just never forgive. I mean, there's things in life you do, you just don't forgive people for it. It's water over the dam for, I guess, for A Balance. Hey, God bless him, But I'd have nothing to do with that dude, Rick Crude, if he, constantly shit all over me like that. It doesn't matter. Rick's not going to be. I doubt he even knows how to strip wire. Never mind how to twist a wire nut on or connect it with a screwdriver to the panel. So he'll have a stove sitting there, and he'll probably have it plugged into some generator outside. Something like that. You might as well keep it with the just like the Clampets are, because the place looks like the Beverly Hills Billies anyway. Why break that mold now? First thing
Mhm.
you do when you walk in his door is slide in dog shit and wind up on your ass.
Most likely.
Huh?
I said most likely. Hi, YouTube forever.
Like I said, when I think of him, I think of Jim Carrey and the little boy that is portrayed in the cable guy. Or I think of that like sideshow at the very end of any kind of event of him being in a chicken suit and somebody slamming a table down over his head. And here's Rick Rude. Here's $50. Rick, come again. That's the real Rick Rude. We can't find a guy to get into a chicken suit and get hit with a chair. Well, here's Rick Rude. He'll do it.
Right.
Him and all his mecha and madness and all this bullshit. Oh my God, give me a break. He's got a ring. He's got a UFC ring now in his backyard. Yeah, he bitches every day because he can't move. He's gonna beat the shit out of Liberty Bird. Yeah, I want to see that. If he comes up with a PayPal to actually have that fight, or he's going to give the money back, that'll be the time I donate. I want to see that. There's something worth donating to. A beatdown between Liberty Bird and Crude. Oh man, that'd be priceless. It'd last all as 10 seconds, but it'd
Right.
be worth it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gold. Yeah, just turn on the phone. Yeah, Guido. All those belts were bought off of eBay or Walmart or whatever. They're all plastic covered gold or whatever, or the gold covered plastic or whatever it is. They're all crap. And if any of them are, I would just think people like The Rock, these guys that have legitimately made a living off of the wrestling foundation there. I would think that they'd have big problems if they watched a couple of Rick Rude's shows depicting black people and talking down to women and all this other crap. They'd probably come down there and show you a real WWE beatdown. Or they'd
Right.
probably sue him for having all that paraphernalia around.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to get back at him for that, I'm sure there's a way you can Google how do I get in touch with, representatives from the WWF or E or whatever the hell that is. I don't watch it because it's all fake anyway, But I would imagine that, they'd probably shut his channel down in 2.5 seconds, and then somebody might serve him with some kind of a subpoena for, damages somehow, because he's damaging the name. They don't want people like that around. Dana White throws them out of the UFC all the time when they act like that. You want to act up like that, man. Hey, this is a sport. People are paying to watch the sport, not this sideshow crap and all this abuse of other people.
Right.
Yeah, he'd probably be in some kind of civil lawsuit, real bad pickle with all this crap. That'd be funny too.
Right.
Like I say, you don't cross the line and abuse people that long before karma rears its ugly head and bites back. So,
Right.
It doesn't matter at this point whether he eats a piece of humble pie or not. The damage is done. You know, he's already pissed people off and hurt people's feelings real bad. And, you know, I mean, we all do that on YouTube. You don't like somebody or they do something to aggravate you. Or, you know, things are taken out of context easy. You jump on them a little bit. But, you know, I like to say, yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just let it go, whatever, you know. But what
Mhm.
Rick Rude does, I don't let that go. Some people in here don't deserve to clear the slate the next day.
Right.
Yeah, because he comes back and he doubles down on the damage that he does anyway. He picks on everybody and anybody he can. Doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter what kind of handicaps they have. And, or, I mean, he tries to tear them down. And, I mean, you know, on my worst day, I'd have a problem going after somebody that really didn't deserve that kind of abuse, going after their children and pretending that you are claiming that you're going to rape them if you see them and shit like that. I mean, that alone, Liberty Bird shouldn't let him off the hook.
Right.
You should report that to some, you know, cyber crimes division somehow with the FBI.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if two people were separated and divorced and it was ugly and one guy was talking like that, they'd just go get him. So, you know, you might wind up with some kind of a restraining order on YouTube again because Crude's too stupid to stay out of trouble. I mean, judge threw him out of here once, right? He's just a fool.
Yes.
Like I say, you know, hey, we all love the drama to a certain degree. So all the people that he has in his chat, none of them are giving him any. He doesn't have the wire yet. I don't know where he got the stove from. Didn't he? I don't know, probably found it on the side of the road somewhere. A few people gave him some stuff, like Peanut gave him some stuff and gave him some money or whatever, tried to help the grandkid there, Mini Justice out, or whatever the case is there. But when he really needs something, he doesn't seem to get it from the community. So that just proves one thing. Everybody's in there saying, you know, I really don't like Rick Rude, but I'm going to watch anyway. That's how I feel. I wouldn't piss on the guy if he was on fire.
Right. Okay, Guido.
Yeah. I'll watch him for a little while. I just, you know, I get a little frustrated when I see people that don't handle him the right way. Like the other night, you know, I don't know this guy Slash. You know, I don't have an opinion about him either way. He's never been ignorant to me. So, you know, I'm not going to jump on that stupid bandwagon that everybody else does. Well, don't talk to this person on that panel because this group of people hate him. So you can't do that. Don't even say hi.
Oh, and then on his panel yesterday, on Rick's panel yesterday, he was trying to tell Amy, Hawkwind's daughter, that DDT is a sexual predator.
Yeah. You know, I mean, at this point right now, might have a few idiots that believe that, but it's not going to be long before everybody knows what old Ricky Boy's up to.
Okay.
You know, I saw through this crap last year.
I know DDT in person, and I know he is not that.
Of course you do. Who knows him better than you? I don't hardly know him at all, but I do know that what I've seen is him trying to help a certain amount of people. And I haven't seen any sexual abuse or any kind of crap that people are spreading around. So,
Right.
hey, you know, unless I see proof, like Rick Productions or it comes out of somebody's mouth like emo, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit there and blame somebody for some bullshit story that came 10 people deep. You know, nobody should do that. That's unfair.
Right.
But people do. They do it. I know, to me, it's no fun having somebody like Rick Ruder around because
Sunshine,
it's just a mess.
Sunshine said Rick is just jealous of your friendship with DDT, Becca.
That's it. She's right. Because he doesn't have a relationship. He doesn't have any friends. People like that don't have friends. You can only take so much of them before you start pulling your hair out. He's got some idiot, that idiot Salty there. And he sounds like a little schoolboy with a crush, too. I don't know if you ever listened to him.
Who, Salty?
Yeah, with Rick Rude. It almost sounds, it almost sounds like he's got some crush in him. Yeah?
I have to take this call.
Okay.